Hello and welcome to Films Recapped. Today, I am going to recap an adventure drama film called Life of Pi. Life of Pi is a 2012 movie screening a young man who survives a disaster at sea and hurtles into an epic journey of adventure and discovery. While cast away, he forms an unexpected connection with another survivor, a fearsome Bengal tiger. Before diving right into our main plot, please fasten your seatbelts as this video contains spoilers. The movie starts with Pi Patel narrating his story to a writer. Pi was born and raised in a zoo. He was named Piscine Molitor Patel after the Piscine Molitor swimming pool because his mamaji liked that pool. At school, he got bullied because of his name, and he became Pissing Patel instead of Piscine Patel. Even the teachers started to call him Pissing, not intentionally. In college, he was certain changing his name to Pi, and by the end of the day, he was famous in the college by his nickname. Before we see Pi's adventure, the writer says that Mamaji states Pi can give him a fantastic story to write, and he can also make him believe in God. Pi tells him that he will get the story, but he will have to decide what he believes. The story ascends with him listening to the stories of Hinduism gods until one day, his friend dares him to drink the holy water from the church. Which he did, and from that day, Pi follows the Christians too. After a while, he observed Muslims and prayed Salah, implying that he followed Muslims too. He gets mocked by his dad at the dining table, and his dad suggests rational thinking, so that he can follow the true religion. One day, he gets to the tiger's room, desiring to train him, but his brother Ravi brings his dad. He counseled him with a side bet of a goat. Probably his worst experience ever. And then, he met Anandi, his first love. He followed her, and upon getting caught, he began to ask some silly yet innocent questions, initiating their relationship. Back home, his father had decided to move to Canada and sell animals because their business was not profitable. During their journey, Pi was a bit sad. Because he had left Anandi, college, and his India. The main plot of the movie starts with a thunderstorm waking up Pi. Out of excitement, he gets extrinsic the room to praise the Lord for this adventure, but soon the excitement turns into a disaster as the storm flooded the whole ship. But luckily, he managed to exit with a lifeboat. While he was escaping, a zebra flew at the boat, later accompanied by Richard Parker, the tiger. Before diving deep into our story, do not forget to thumbs up the subscribe button and the bell notification, so you don't miss the future content. The following day, the storm had settled, and Pi was flagged to what we can call his safe spot. In the boat, Pi noticed a hyena and ran back to his safe spot. There he saw Orange Juice, the monkey, sailing on bananas. The hyena killed both the monkey and the zebra, and before he could attack Pi, Richard Parker killed him. Richard Parker was a wild animal. He attacked Pi, luring him to jump off the boat again. The following day, he finds food stocks in the lifeboat. Thank God there's something to rely on. He then began to write his bizarre yet adventurous story, and threw it in the ocean for help, but he knew no one was there to help him in the Pacific Ocean, so he began reading survival techniques. After that, he pees on the boat to make the vessel his own territory, but Richard instead laughs, and pees on his face. What a comeback! Back in the zoo, Pi's father gave Richard about 5 kilos of meat, and knowing that soon he would get hungry. So, he tried to catch fish, but Richard, being Uranus, jumped off the boat. He was approaching Pi. Meanwhile, Pi jumped on the lifeboat, leaving Richard in the sea till the night. It was time for Richard to get trained. As Pi onboards the lifeboat, Richard roars at him, but luckily a fish hovered on the boat, followed by many fishes. God has bestowed his blessings on them. They got into a conflict on a big fish. Pi screams and tells Richard to leave that fish for him. Whoa! He listened to Pi. What a miracle! The story ascends with Pi writing about his adventures, and in doing so, he saw a ship far away from him. He shot some flares for help, but unfortunately, they did not see him. Next, Pi and Richard were again confronted by a storm. At first, Pi was enjoying, thanking God for the bestowed blessing, but his excitement did not last long. His journal, food, and safe spot got carried away, and Richard was also terrified by the storm. He started complaining to God, saying he had surrendered to him, but instead, God was playing with him. The next day, the lifeboat touched the shore of a mysterious island, where he found cute meerkats and a natural pool. He enjoys the resources, food, and water on the island with the company of meerkats, but in the evening, meerkats rushed on trees with Richard running towards the lifeboat. At night, while he was sleeping, he sensed something unusual. The natural pool's water had converted into acid, dissolving every creature in it. Pi prepared some necessary things before pursuing his journey next day. The story ends with Pi successfully getting on the Mexican shores. He was weak, and so was Richard. But he stretched his legs and walked along the coast. Pi was expecting a goodbye, but Richard did not even look back, hurting his feelings. And as some people got him, he was crying not because he was overwhelmed at having survived, but Richard Parker left him so unceremoniously. His father was right about Richard Parker, he was not his friend. He has left so much behind, his parents, brother, Anandi. All he wanted was to thank his father for the knowledge he had shared because, without his knowledge, Pi could not be survived. As Pi and the writer is indulged in the story, Pi tells him that he was the only one who survived the shipwreck, and the Japanese shipping company sent 2 men to talk to him in the Mexican hospital where he was recovering. He also shows him the report. The company representatives did not believe his story. They thought that he was lying, thousands of meerkats on a floating carnivorous island? They advised him to tell some other narratives which the company can believe. Pi makes a story which was not a lie. He mixed up the characters of animals with humans, zebra with a sailor, hyena as a cooker, monkey as his mother, and Richard as himself. In the end, Pi can sense the story to the writer. Whoa! The book will probably become the best-selling book of all time. A man sailing the Pacific Ocean on a lifeboat with a tiger. Pi also got a happy ending. He has gotten a family, a wife, a daughter named Adida after his mother, and Ravi after his brother. In conclusion, Life of Pi raises some serious questions like why his ship sank. What if the ship sank because he opened the outdoor, which unbalances the ship? While we get the answers for you, share your thoughts and theories in the comments section below.